we've actually got quite a bit to talk about in regards to Hogwarts Legacy, as we've covered a ton of updates on this channel about the game, which I'll leave in the description and pinned comment section below. So let's start off with the Variety article that seems to be concerning many fans of the Hogwarts Legacy franchise. As the article reads, a sequel to Hogwarts Legacy is now in production and a very big priority, which we've known from past videos, but it also says the game is coordinating storylines with the upcoming Harry Potter HBO series. Now, we've greatly discussed how this game is going to be canon to the series. However, with this terminology from David Haddad, the CEO of Warner Brothers Discovery, we have to really ask ourselves, what does this mean? As a lot of fans are suggesting that this could be syncing up the storyline with the HBO series. I see a lot of people worried that the game will now also be taking place near the same time or in sync with the HBO series, which wasn't the original plan for the trilogy. So the original plan was to have the 3 games take place in chronological order so that in each game we keep moving on to the next year. However, now it seems a lot of people are concerned they are changing these plans to have the game now be set during the same time as the HBO series. Or another understanding by the fans is that this game will impact the story of the HBO series even if it is set in the same timeline as Hogwarts Legacy 1 by changing up the lore or setting things up for the future. And this seemingly is pointing the finger to Warner Brothers' greed, as believe it or not, it was rumored that the next Hogwarts Legacy game would feature live service elements, as that was a massive strategy before this dramatic shift took place in October 2024 when David Haddad came out and says that we've cancelled a lot of projects, we'll put a lot of them on the back burner as we focus on the 4 main profitable IPs, that being Hogwarts Legacy, Mortal Kombat, Game of Thrones and Batman, along with the other DC Universe characters. So now it seems they're focused on single player games again, but will likely try to add some live service elements here and there. However, it won't be to the dramatic scale of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, with that game's live service elements and that being a live service game when initially it was pitched to be a single player title. However, when David Haddad does say coordinating storylines with the upcoming Harry Potter HBO series, I personally don't think he means having it set during the same time period, but I do think that the game will expand on Harry Potter's lore, and that's the kind of stuff that we will see mentioned in Hogwarts Legacy 2 and referenced back in the HBO series, as we have to understand that the HBO series in no way can be side to side with the game, as both things take extremely long to develop, and with both TV and games that get delayed year after year after year, it's going to be extremely difficult, near impossible, to have the game take place in the same time period and have that crossover between the HBO series, and it would definitely restrict Avalanche Studios in their creative storytelling process, as there might be little stories that they want to tell or a main quest that they want to tell that they can't because it will contradict the show, or the show has a similar storyline, so it wouldn't make sense for the game to also have that similar storyline during the same time period. Now, I do also think that coordinating storylines could also mean that maybe we get to see, for example, an ancestor of Tom Riddle or an ancestor of Dumbledore in the game, and then we see that same character in a portrait in Hogwarts or in someone's room in the show, but literally just those little Easter eggs will be coordinated to really make the show and the game feel linked and a part of the same universe. And also things like the house crest logos, which were already established in the first game, maybe some design tweaks that will then be featured in the HBO series, and maybe even a side quest where we save a baby dragon, and then we get to see that dragon as a full-grown dragon during the HBO series, and it would be really cool as we were the ones who saved that dragon, and now we're actually seeing Harry Potter interact with that dragon that we personally have history with. Those are definitely the kind of storylines, Easter eggs and references I definitely want to be a part of the HBO series. I want my small actions in the game or big actions in the game to then be shown in the HBO series. Now, it's likely these types of quests won't have choices. For example, you won't have the option of letting that dragon die, as then it wouldn't make sense for those players to then see that dragon in the show. We also had Warner Brothers Discovery CFO Gunnar Wiedenfeld, who says that Hogwarts Legacy is one of the biggest priorities in a couple years down the road, and even though Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was a miss, the game's business continues to be a strategic asset for the overall company. And since these comments, we've seen the changes within the Warner Brothers games division and how they are now only focusing on 4 franchises and are also going to license out rights for those studios who want to tackle their franchises into their own games. Now we've also gotten some fan feedback for these comments, as Redditors have said that the game will be a direct sequel with our characters in the 6th year maybe, which was seemingly the plan for the trilogy. As another user responded, it just makes too much sense. It will speed up development time as well. They'll be able to resume much of the previous map. I do hope they add more locations and update the castle itself. It's a magic castle, it changing doesn't seem outlandish. We also had another user that said the current map is a good foundation to build something much better, and it seems they want to ride on the commercial success of the game, so they will probably expand upon it. We will see. We also had this user that said, let's hope they do not skimp on what they originally planned. As Gaming Bible points out, the fan is alluding to a lot of the cut content from the previous game. Now this cut content included a crime and morality system that was cut, including the possibility of being sent to Azkaban, which we did see in that exclusive Hufflepuff quest. There was also unused code in the game that suggests a wanted level system that was intended with different levels and consequences, along with several crime types that were planned with investigators searching for the player after committing a crime, according to GameRant. Now these systems would have been absolutely incredible in Hogwarts Legacy 1, and it would have made it a lot more believable that if we did a forbidden spell in front of the teachers, we could definitely get sent off to Azkaban, as that is something that is literally forbidden. There were also cut NPCs, beasts and spells, which we would definitely expect, as not everything can make it into a video game, and a lot of these things may have taken even longer to develop, but it sounds like these would be absolutely incredible features to be included in Hogwarts Legacy 2, which would immersively change the game, as now we would have consequences for our bad actions, which is something that we definitely wanted in Hogwarts Legacy 1, and that was definitely something that was missing from the first game, as it seems even though as bad as you try to be, you still end up being looked upon as the hero by the end of the campaign. Now we will dive in deeper with this cut content in a separate video, as we can really go in to see exactly what type of new features we can expect with Hogwarts Legacy 2, looking at this cut content, and also the possibility of the Triwizard Tournament, with the expectation that Quidditch will be a part of Hogwarts Legacy 2. Subscribe to the channel for that, and give me your theories on what to expect in the next game, as I may feature them in that upcoming Hogwarts Legacy 2 video. There's also this petition on change.org which reads, "Stop Hogwarts Legacy 2 from being a live service," with 13,644 signatures, with the goal of having 15,000, and I'll leave this petition in my description and comment section so you can go ahead and sign it. It speaks about how they don't want microtransactions in the next game, and the probability rate of the game failing due to live service is very high, and how Warner Brothers still owns the Nemesis system patent, which would be an incredible addition to the sequel of Hogwarts Legacy, and honestly it would be an incredible addition to a lot of single player games that are currently out and in development, as it's such a unique system that has only been seen in both Shadow of Mordor games. So you can go ahead and sign the petition yourself. We've also just talked about the Hogwarts Legacy DLC, which is also going to be the Hogwarts Legacy Definitive Edition that's likely to come out in 2025. It's going to have 10 to 15 hours of additional content. Really go ahead and break all of that down. I'll leave that video also in my description and pinned comment section below, along with my Hogwarts Legacy 2 playlist with all the Hogwarts Legacy 2 update videos that I've done on this channel. Please comment down below what you want to see in Hogwarts Legacy 2, and also please like the video so it reaches more people, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out my next Hogwarts Legacy 2, where we're going to be breaking down the cut content. But I also talk about tons of other games like The Last of Us Part 3, the next Ghost Recon game, the Witcher games, Cyberpunk sequel, the upcoming Blood of the Dawnwalker by ex-CDPR devs, and so much more. So please feel free to browse my channel. Please leave a like on the video, comment down below, and go ahead and check out Balboa Mania Infinity, my brand new channel for superhero games, where we talk about upcoming superhero games and all the updates, including a brand new Superman game that is likely in development at WB Montreal. And also please check out my other new channel, Balboa Beyond, where I will be running down the upcoming games that are going to be coming out on PlayStation and Xbox. So I've got a lot of things planned. So guys, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to even make these videos. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Peace out, God bless, and I hope you take care.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind.